Hey Barry, why are you so kind to console peasants and PC elitists? A lot of these people are extremists and you make these videos to educate, right? Why are you so kind to them? Well, I actually wasn't for quite some time. If you look at my first videos, you'll notice I mostly made jokes at them and didn't really do much explaining. But after a while, I realized why it was I made the videos. To educate, to put an end to anti-consumerism through the consumer. I don't care what platform you game on, and I like consoles, you know that. I just want this PC gamer console gamer thing to end. We're all gamers. But to answer the question, why am I so kind? Because if you believe you have logic on your side, you have the facts, you have the knowledge, you need not belittle anyone. Logic dictates, and belittling people doesn't help anything. It only drives the gaming community further apart, and it's time we put that crap to an end as well. But, I do still like to play around. The series is still about having a good laugh, so without further ado, let's begin. It's only $5 a month. $60 a year. If you can't afford that, you have bigger problems, and it goes towards servers. Stupid, ungrateful PC peasants. Actually, it doesn't go towards servers. When a game developer like Ubisoft and EA make an online game, Ubisoft and EA are the ones who manage and pay for those servers. Sony and Microsoft are literally just taking that money from you for no reason. Yeah, feels good, huh? So we have a Facebook thread here where someone's asking, does anyone know how to build computers? I've got some questions for smarter people. Someone replies, what's the matter? Nothing's wrong, I just want to upgrade some hardware. Message me. Unfortunately, I'll need some serious work done for Fort Collins. As far as basic hardware upgrades, I can do that, but I'm talking about stripping the entire thing and rebuilding. Simple come, simple go. Which parts are you looking to replace or upgrade? I've built numerous. Well, I've got an older iMac and want to make a new iMac, basically. What an absolute gem. But Xbox One S does. PS4 Pro has 4K textures. Also, Xbox ain't the only one, dummy. Such vile language used on a screen. I don't give a mother about my damn language. It's scientifically been proven that intelligent people tend to have more vile of a language, simply because our dialogue. Prove your point, bud. Our dialogue is too advanced for other people to understand, so we get annoyed and off, and use foul language. This is the reason why you can't touch me with facts on this post, because I've already covered all positions in which you could retaliate. Well, okay then. So I'm going to tell you guys something that's really starting to bother me when it comes to internet arguments. Stop bringing up science without sources. I do love the idea, though, of a group of scientists sitting in a room pondering something actually important, like how the universe came into existence or space travel, and then all of a sudden one of them's like, hey guys, I posit that cussing is extremely related to the implication that a person is more intelligent. Oh yeah? Let's tell the internet that so they can use it in a petty argument about gaming platforms. Hey, yeah, that's a good idea. What a waste of our time. No, a Mac that costs $1,200 is not worth it. My PC cost me only $400 and it beats it. All Macs are overpriced. I'm gonna go down the list because it looks like everyone's kind of just agreeing with this guy until Kyle. No one cares about your computer. It's about averages. Average users, business usage, etc. Anyone can make a cheap computer out of the cheapest parts found on Newegg or NCIX. You're basically cheating by choosing the absolute lowest price tags, even though not anyone knows where to find them or could get them at the same price at the same time because they're sold at discount or as part of liquidation. It's been said multiple times, but you go on because your ego cannot take my critic, and certainly cannot accept that some people on the planet may have an opinion different from yours. Keep on using raw performance and initial cost of individual parts as comparison, and keep on missing the point. $400 is the absolute lowest price tag? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here and say that what you probably wanted to refer to was that the specs don't actually mean much when optimization is so good. But the point was that Apple still sells those things for far too much. Yeah, they're great for business, but I can guarantee you the average consumer isn't going to want to spend $1,000 on optimization and $300 on actual components. I'm sorry, but people like you who have PCs shouldn't even be dreaming about playing in 4K. 4K is for the true hardcore gamers and the wealthy. 4K is for the true hardcore gamers and the wealthy? Are you kidding me? You shouldn't even be talking about your opinions of 4K. It's been proven that 4K is so much better than HD. Well, duh. Those images that you were comparing probably weren't even native 4K images. You also mentioned you don't even care about image quality. Why the are you even talking about 4K then? Those of us who love image quality or graphics notice even the smallest of details and fully appreciate them. Unlike you, put up with what you've got people who are too ignorant or dumb to realize/appreciate it. If you have a crazy PC with a top-of-the-range 4K monitor, you will play any title and 60 frames per second, and you will have the best gaming experience with the most phenomenal graphics, as long as drivers are up to date. HD is for poor people, 4K is for rich people. End of. End of? See, this right here. I love how many comments I get about, oh, you need to stop making fun of console extremists so much. You only talk about them. You must hate console gamers, huh? No, actually, I don't. I hate PC elitists, belittling people and legitimately calling them poor and worthless. End of. End of. What an idiot. Any downloadable mods for consoles? Seems everything is PC. Aw, that kind of breaks my heart a little bit. I really do hope that as time goes on, Sony and Microsoft open the floodgates a bit more and let more mods in. I mean, I know it has to be limited, but I remember back to a time where I legitimately put my Xbox 360 copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2 into my computer to install mods onto the disc. I'm not even kidding, I wanted mods that bad. I've been in this guy's shoes. Craptendo has always been copying Sony. First with the Wii copying the PS Move controllers, then with the Wii U copying the PS4's touch integrated controllers, and now with Zelda Poop of the Wild copying Horizon Zero Dawn. Craptendo needs to stop copying Sony and be original. Firstly, I've never even heard of Craptendo. Secondly, Nintendo doesn't care about Sony or Microsoft to almost a ridiculous degree. I will agree, just for you though, that Sony and Nintendo are both sporting outdated systems. But at least Nintendo innovates. I really hope that burns. Exclusively on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. And exclusively on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. What is even the point of that? Yeah, games like Rocket League are pretty, huh? I guess you'd think that since you're so stingy and can't afford a simple subscription service, and Nintendo isn't going to simply hand you free games just because you bought their console. That's like car dealerships giving you free gas simply because you bought their car. Plus, Microsoft just started offering free games 3 years ago. Do you think people hated them before that because they had to pay for online? You probably wait for all the Steam sales to buy your games too, huh? PC Master Race, waiting for games to be 80% off before we buy them. Wait, I forgot I was posting to a Switch sub, the land of people who don't use logic and common sense. Here's what I love so much about these people. You give them an Xbox and they become loyal to it. They hate PC, they hate PlayStation, they hate Nintendo, they won't play anything but Xbox. They could instead try to generate a bridge towards the other platforms so we can all game together one day, but no, they'd rather come up with ways to hate literally everyone else and just play that little selection with the fewer numbers that they have on this system. Do you see why I make this series? Hey Sony and Microsoft, why don't you take that $60 a month that you take from your consumers for no reason and implement cross-platforming so this crap stops? Oh, what's that? Fanboyism is good for your wallets? Oh, okay, fair enough. What's better, PC or council? Council! As they regulate our communities and don't allow safety/food standards to be broken, and they operate our sewage, etc. So council by far. Oh god. Is it good for Minecraft? You're an idiot if you try to build a rig specifically for Minecraft. All that game needs is some damn RAM. Build any computer and it will run that pixel piece of Jesus, kid. Just go get a computer and run it. Not so damn complicated. Like, with stable 60 FPS? Serious props for asking that follow-up question. That guy right there? That was an a-hole. Dude, PC runs games better than consoles. Consoles run games like crap, and I personally don't like controllers. And they can be cheaper. You're wrong. I bet you can't find a PC under $500 that runs games like GTA 5 at 30 FPS like a console. The guy submits a link to him, shows him proof. There, this can easily get twice the performance of a console. Dude, are you dumb? You're stupid. My Mac with dual i5s can't run GTA at 12 FPS. Dual i5s, huh? No, yeah, lots of motherboards have dual CPU sockets. Oh god, Apple would actually do that though. Whoever calls themselves a part of the PC master race, you are the electronics version of Nazis. Jeez, okay, here's the problem with that. I've never called myself part of the master race, but I do have an enthusiast-grade computer, and I play all my games on PC. Now, even though I've never said that I'm part of the master race, you're gonna just judge me anyway. Now, on a more serious note, do you know who the Nazis were? Do you know what they did? Yeah, there's some meanies on the internet, but Nazis? How to get 60 FPS stable without a 1080. Lower your graphics and stop absolutely wanting/needing eye candy. You do know the reason people upgrade their PCs is because they want to run their games better, right? Then we should probably question why the hell does people want so much eye candy instead of actually appreciating a game. I mean, it's kind of hard to appreciate a game when you're playing Battlefield 1 at 20 FPS. I've beat Fallout 4 and GTA 5 at 15 to 20 FPS. No excuses. Oh, that hurts me. Okay, forgive me, but why? You're the one who's telling the guy to turn his settings down. Why are you playing games like that? Sorry, forgive me again. I just sometimes forget that not everyone gets motion sickness, but frame rate that low would literally kill me. So our good friend Deadall is back. But it's truth. PC gamers are autistic. I am sorry, but it is the truth. It's nothing wrong telling the truth. And why you think autistic people are bad? They are normal people, but different mind system. Please don't make me bad guy. I am just the simple guy who loves gaming, not giming? My screen is broken, and my phone is very lag. So anyone writes spelling wrong is 8 years old, kid? My honey, please grow up. Don't think negatively, think positive. Real gamers are console users. It's fact. End of story. Why are you guys against consoles? You guys always start first. I am just defending my choice of gaming. I think, Deadall, that you're a pretty decent guy, but you're trying way too hard to justify your purchase. For example, last time you said PC gaming made you ugly, and now you're telling us that PC gamers have mental abnormalities. But for the sake of it, let's make this a tradition for ya. Deadall is right. I am actually autistic, and PC made me that way. Exclusives are pro-consumer. Brushing your teeth with feces is healthy. I have only PC Master Race friends, because the console players are dirty like they're video games. You're an a-hole, and I don't like you. I am a PC gamer, and if you'd like, you can call me Master Race. Wanna be friends? Wow, so this doesn't work on consoles? I want to upgrade to PC now. Why are they limiting our options? Yeah, we have to pay for online. It is so unfair. I'm switching to PC. Go back to your console, peasants. Yeah, stay limited, you peasants. I know you're trying to reach out for more options and all, and you want to decide for yourself, but I say no. No. PC fanboys are so pathetic. Just a community filled with 12-year-old kids who think gaming is the meaning of life. Nothing but MOBAs and first-person shooters anyway. What? MOBAs and first-person shooters are all consoles have, and they barely have any MOBAs. Are you kidding me? So I know I said I wasn't going to cover videos anymore because I don't want it stirring up drama, but when it comes to the media, it needs to be addressed. This is a clip from Super Nanny about video games. She seems to be an expert when it comes to children, but I was surprised to see how much she knew when it came to gaming. Let's watch.
The next thing I needed to do was to educate this family about the video games rating system. Only 21% of kids say that their parents have any rules about the video games they can play. So this is information that a lot of families need to hear. Lesson today, game ratings. All right, what does E mean?
Everyone?
What's this one?
Well, that are elite 10 up. You have to be 10, but you can't be under 10 to play those.
I didn't know that there was a E10 and up. I thought that any E-game was suitable for my kids.
Not to cut it off so early, but this part I approve of. Parents really should know what games their children are playing. And just like how movies have ratings that you gotta watch out for, games do as well. But this video gets really bad really quick.
What's that one, Dad?
Teenagers, 13 and up.
What's this one?
M for mature, meaning a game not found in our house.
I've played an M game before, but I don't know them all.
What was the M game like?
Shooting, cussing, robbing, and killing.
James, which is the best one to play?
I want to play one team game. It's not even bad.
Let him read the back of T. Read the back of T.
They contain violence, suggestive themes, minimal blood.
Okay, so does that sound like something that you should be playing? Do we want any of these things in our house?
It's just a game.
But it's not when you act it out.
This is the part. Firstly, when you're playing a video game, Mom, you aren't acting out violence. Let me just get that out of the way. Secondly, and more importantly, you need to be a better parent than just, oh, that says it's bad? Well then, get it out of my house. Does anyone remember Spider-Man 2 for the GameCube and PS2? I played that game all the time. It had fighting, it contained suggestive themes, but my parents looked over the game, watched us play. Not only were they bonding with us, but they knew game by game if it was okay for us to play that game at the age we were. Put the system in the living room. They can game and you can watch them as you're playing and see if you want them to be playing it or not. But I can only imagine how I would have felt if Super Nanny and all these other people in the media who've never touched a video game in their entire lives came into my house and told my parents that all gaming is evil because they said so.
Learning about the video game ratings has made Mum and Dad realise that they need to pack up those teen games right away. And when James, their eldest son, realised what that meant, he started to get upset.
Okay, so this should have a big red X over it because it's not allowed in our house, nor are you allowed to play it at anyone else's house. So why don't you pick some that you think are allowed here in this house?
When Joe showed me the ratings for the video games, I didn't really like it because I used to be able to play teen games, but now I can't.
T for teen is out.
I want it. All the fun games are gone. I can't even play my favorite game.
You only got a couple years. It'll fly by, I promise you. Before you know it, you'll be 20 and wishing you were 10 again, okay?
I feel that, a lot of kids get exposed to so much so early, but whilst we are in our own homes and we have communication with our neighbours and our friends, we can do as much as we possibly can to control that situation.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I would have reacted. Again, I'm glad to see these parents want to get involved. That's great, and what Super Nanny's all about. But going into someone's house, especially when they trust your methods as much as they do, and telling them that every game rated T is evil until you're 13, that's just not how it works. I've played 10 and up games when I was younger that were more suggestive than some T games. It depends on the game, and if you really want to be a good parent, be with your kid when they're playing the game. Make sure they realize that the game is a game and reality's not the same. Hey, there you go! I accidentally made up a little rhyme just so you can remember. A game is a game, and reality is not the same. So if you guys noticed, the video title was a little bit different. That's because the end part of this title is going to be the new title for this series. I'm going to cover a larger array of fanboyism. Apple fanboys, console peasants, mobile fanboys, PC elitists. Basically any anti-consumer extremism can and will be covered. If you guys find any of these quotes, please do not hesitate to send them my way, and I will see you next time.